Hello, you lazy people. It's quite early in the morning, around 7:30 or something like that. So, welcome to Toilet Content. You know what? I've just realized that my transformation is going to be the biggest transformation of a poor person in history. Literally, have you ever seen a Syrian person buy super yachts, travel the world, buy supercars at random, shop supercars as if they are items in a grocery store? You've never seen any of that. That will be the biggest transformation and the most influential and even, I'm not gonna even call it infamous because I'm an ethical person and do the right things. But all I do is work. Perhaps that's seen as controversial to a degree. I don't give a shit. But, my transformation as an asylum seeker is gonna be the best. That will be the best story ever. Ever. Because all the asylum seekers here are just busy chasing poor pieces of me. Yeah. In my home country, I used to see a brown poor pieces of meat from the other type. Now I see white poor pieces of meat from the other type. Let's chase white poor pieces of meat. What? What the fuck's wrong with you? What the fuck is wrong with these asylum seekers? I don't know, but that's their mentality. They decided to be slaves. Cool, keep them slaves. Jenny Duffy sorry for them. So I'm literally thinking about the transformation because I went through a lot of shit and it was all documented on my YouTube channel. Do you have an idea how nice that is? Because you remember the fucking content I produced in the shithole that I used to live in Egypt? That small. How big was it? What size was it? Do you remember, motherfuckers? I recorded a lot of content in it. It included me praying, and included me doing push-ups and six-pack exercises, lower part. So that's all the content I produce in there. And also, I remember saying on one of my videos after I finished training, it was for for something in the morning. So I finished training. I looked at the camera directly and said, "Well, I'm gonna be the future billionaire of Earth from this fucking background. I don't give a shit, man." So I produced a lot of content there. I'll not forget about the question about its size. It was 3 square feet meter, the square 3 square feet, and that was it. That was just fucking size. So I lived in a shithole in Egypt, and all that content is amazing for my transformation. I just produced it because I knew inherently, I knew that I was going to change my version of reality. I'm still working on it. I've never given up. Still working, waking up. I'm still fucking sleeping for hours now, 4 hours a day. So it doesn't fucking matter at all. I know that. I also produce a lot of content. Oh, how about the content I produced while we were trying to cross the Mediterranean Sea? That will be amazing. You see, the transformation is absolutely insane. Life is all about transformation. What's the fucking point if you can stay in your same position and if you don't have good content to showcase to the world, to inspire the youth of the fucking English-speaking countries to think for themselves and literally build better lives and change their version of reality and escape poverty? What's more important than that? Tell me. There's no better feeling than literally inspiring a lot of people and being proud of myself because of the pain that I went through, because of the bravery that I had, because of the bravery choice that I made, and all the dangerous things that I did. So that would be amazing, absolutely incredible, absolutely great. Also, I have a lot of content back in the days in Syria when I was speaking Arabic. That is a proof that I came from an Arabic background. Now, I don't speak as good Arabic as I used to before, but I can understand Arabic. I communicate with my family. I only speak Arabic if I'm communicating with my mom, or my siblings, or my father. That's it. I don't talk to relatives. I don't talk to friends. I don't have Arabic friends at all. I mentioned so many times, I literally commented on the idea of a friend. If they're not gonna talk about money, then I'm not interested. If you're gonna talk about money in the Arabic language, I don't want to talk to you. Because Arabic people don't know nothing about money and how it is moving. So just fuck them. I don't want to associate with them anyway. So the content in Syria, me speaking Arabic, and the content in Egypt, me in the shithole, me working jobs, and all that shit together, me in Libya and the villa, where we stayed for, 3 weeks, a month, I believe. 3 to 4 weeks, that was it. I stayed in Libya, and then did I produce content in Italy? I fucking did. It was a quick video while my uncle was packing. He was still in the fucking apartment, the NGO there. I don't know, I don't remember the name. The police put us in an apartment. We stayed there for one day, and the day after we woke up in the morning and took the fucking train to Austria. Took the train, and after that we took the bus to cross the borders, and also produced contact on the borders between Italy and fucking Austria. How amazing am I? See how brilliant I am as a person. I traveled the world. I crossed the Mediterranean. I risked my fucking life. I did dangerous things. That's the best thing about it. The best thing about it is the story. Like, yeah, of course, it's very nice for me to, say the good talk and inspire you and say, hey, I'm grinding, I'm gonna make money. It's very nice to do these things. It's very nice to tell you, I'm going to the boxing class, I'm gonna do this, refuse the slave programming, refuse to think like poor pieces of me, blah blah blah, and inspiring you to not fall for the former trap. Because it's all a manipulation tactic. I refuse to be manipulated. The only thing that can manipulate me is literally money. That's how I base my decisions. So all these things that I did in the past will add up and propel me to the top 0.1% of men on the face of the planet. And I say that without irony, because I am the fucking best. I risked my life. I went through pain. I did dangerous things. I crossed the Mediterranean. I lived in Egypt for 9 months and a half alone in a shithole trying to fucking survive. I did all that shit. I lived in a shithole. I went to the gym every day in Egypt. I dedicated myself. I literally risked getting robbed in Italy and stabbed by the Egyptian mafia in there. I did not even tell you about that. It was not documented. So I thought there was no point of me telling that story in the first place. But honestly, my uncle and I were about to get robbed, and unfortunately, we got robbed, but we only lost 10 euros. That was it. Me personally, I only had, what's that, the Libyan currency, Libyan dinars in my wallet, but my uncle had exchanged in Libya some Libyan dinars or some dollars to euros. So when we first arrived to Italy, we were at the train station waiting for the bus to come in order for us to cross the border, and some Egyptian dude, along with a Tunisian dude, they came to us under the guise of, managing things for us or arranging the bus travel, blah blah blah, and all this shit. So they came, and we were saying that we need a SIM card because we believe that, or we did not even know that Wi-Fi was accessible, because we wanted to contact my uncle in Austria as we were crossing the borders, so he can literally come to the train station that we were going to land in and pick us up. So, we said we need a SIM card, and the Egyptian dude said, oh, I can give you a SIM card. And my uncle said, how much? So 10 euros, 20 euros. And then my fucking uncle was about to pay the money, and then my uncle had changed his mind and refused to give him the money. And then that fucking Egyptian dude literally went nuts. He went nuts. He started threatening us that he was going to talk to the fucking police and that we were crossing the borders, we were going to cross the borders illegally, blah blah blah. I'm gonna talk about all the shit that you're doing. This is an illegal activity. Start fucking shouting. And he started actually to get at the attention of the police officers that were standing in front of the train station there. So they started getting attention. Then my uncle had no choice but to give him the money. He gave him how much? 10 euros. He came back and said, my uncle gave him 10 euros, said, go bring the SIM card. And then 15 minutes later, we were just waiting for the bus to come to cross the borders. And 15 minutes later, the fucking Egyptian mafia dude, came to us and said, well, we asked him, what's the SIM card? We gave you 10 euros. He said, well, I need extra 10 euros because they got expensive. Motherfucker. We got robbed. That was it. That's the story, motherfucker. See all the pain that I went through. See how brilliant we are. Me and uncle, we were brave. We made the brave choice. Did I produce content with my uncle? He was with me only in Libya, in Italy as well, but I did not produce content with him because, I remember in the Mediterranean Sea when I was doing the fucking scanning of the sea with my phone, did this boom 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 like 360-degree view. And then I just put the fucking phone, took a selfie with my uncle, but he was next to me. That was clear. So that was it. My uncle did not produce content, and my transformation is gonna be amazing.